you go. What's going on? All right. Let me see. All right, we are live streaming. This is very, very impromptu. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna move this. I don't really live stream that often, but I'm gonna see if I can get some people on here. The first part of the NFL's top 100 list was just released. Of course, Jalen Hurts was ranked number 3. So that's going to be a topic of a lot of conversation tomorrow. The reason why this thing is so important is because this is voted on by players. So it's not a lot of opinions. This is by players. Let me see if I can get some people in this chat. Where is my chat? I don't know. See, this is what I'm a little confused on. How do I get the chat going? I don't even know. Where's the OBS chat? Yeah, I don't see it. I gotta figure out how to get that back. But oh well. It's all good. Something different. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. I see 2 viewers. What's going on, folks? Oh, there's the chat. So it's all good. You know what? We're gonna put OBS over here. And then I'll just watch the YouTube chat. That way I can keep up with what's going on. But again, let me see if I can do this. Send some shout outs so we can get some conversations going. If anybody's seen the list, put it in the chats. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Mike from Sports Vibes. I'm a Viking fan. From PA. Week 2 is going. Week 2 is going down. Okay, Mike. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I see how you. I ain't mad at that. But we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. Y'all need to find another running back. But I ain't mad at you for that. I don't really get too high or too low in preseason like this. There's a lot of heavy fandom going on with the Eagles because of what happened last year and the way, just honestly, the way that Jalen Hurts has conducted himself in the offseason. The dude has been top notch, and now he's earning the respect of all the other players just by him getting ranked number 3, and that's saying something, man. Big time, big time. So let me see if. But I appreciate you jumping on though. So if you know anybody else, tell them to jump in chat, man. I'm looking for questions. This is very impromptu. I'm trying to learn how to stream live like this. I don't want to do like Twitch and all that kind of stuff because that's a little bit more complicated than I want to get into right now. Maybe later on down the line. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do this with the OBS and YouTube. So far, so good. The only thing that I can't figure out is how to get the chat stream, the live chat on OBS. I'm supposed to be able to do that, but I screwed something up. So I got 2 screens going at the same time. So it is what it is. It's all good. You're Philly, everything else. But football, yo, we had a night, man. We had the whole thing that happened with Trey Turner at Citizens Bank Park, and then everybody hightailed it over to the link, and you got 50K strong for practice, not a game. We talking about practice. Hope you saw my video about that, man. That was pretty cool what they did for Trey Turner. I didn't think neither here nor there about it, but I thought it was, if Philly wants to do it, because Philly's known for giving people the business, especially if they ain't playing up the potential or playing up to your salary. And he's worth what did they pay Trey Turner? Like 38 million, whatever it was. So, he batting 238, 0 for 17 slump. How you gonna be 0 for 17? Your batting average drops to 238, and you still batting better than Kyle Schwarber. So it is what it is. But I like Schwarber. I like all them guys, man. And yo, Trey Turner, he turned it up. He turned up for real. 2-run homer, four RBIs. That's the way you do it, man. That's the way you do it. Let me see. Let me see if I can get some more people on the stream. Let me see. See if I can get some people in this group. I'll just join this group. This is a lively bunch, so I can see if anybody wants to join me. Should have some fun. But in any case. But yeah, yeah, Jalen Hurts is that bull. Am I a Sixers fan? Yes, I am a Sixers fan. However, comma. Um Sixers are in a tough spot right now. And they shouldn't be, but it's their own fault. Because everybody saw what happened with Joel Embiid. Everybody saw what happened with Jokic. Um, and you saw how it's done. Now, for the last 2 seasons, Embiid and Jokic were pretty much head to head for the MVP. And rightfully so. And in both years, last year, or the year before last, and in this past year, arguably, Joel Embiid, it could have went either way. Could have went either way. I don't mind that Joel Embiid won it. He deserved it. He earned it. If Jokic would have pulled it, I'd have been okay with that too. The difference is how it ended up. If you are an MVP finalist and you got your team in the playoffs, I think that should weigh into the final decision. Not before you get to the playoffs, because it don't play the what you do in the regular season doesn't matter. The playoffs is what matters. That's what I'm trying to say. And for Joel Embiid to play like he did in that second round, because everything is geared towards the second round, and you see what happened with it. It was like that. This is some bull. And now going next year, anything that Joel Embiid does in the regular season does not matter. I don't care if he drops 50. I don't care if he's hurt. Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is when he gets to the second round next year. That's the only thing that matters. So, Joel Embiid dug himself in his hole. Yes, it did look like once he got the MVP trophy, it was like he reached the plateau. He was satisfied with it. I don't believe that was the case, but that's the optics of it. That's what it looked like. Because once he got it, his game didn't go up anymore to get past the second round. And that's going to haunt him all the way until the second round next season. So people are going to be like, meh, we'll see what happens. All year. He's going to have to deal with that all year. And he has proven that he's a little sensitive. You can't be sensitive in this time. You can't. You see what happened to Ben Simmons. You cannot be sensitive here. Especially the one thing about a lot of Philadelphia fans. Philadelphia fans are going to tell you the truth. Philadelphia fans will always tell you the truth. If you suck, they will tell you you suck. If you all that in the bag of chips, they will tell you that. But they will tell you the truth and let you know where you stand in this city. And some people can hang with that and some people can't. So, Mike, I'm a fan of Nick Nurse, man. I'm a fan of Nick Nurse. So, I'm with you. I want to see him do some things different with. It looks like we're going to end up keeping Harden. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, but looks like he ain't going nowhere. At least it is. And let me preface this by saying, I am a Sixers fan. I am a basketball fan. But I don't follow basketball. I'm a football player. If you want to go in the ins and outs of what the Eagles are doing and what's going on in the NFL, I can go 10 toes deep with you. I just watch the NBA. So the NBA, from my perspective, I strictly have a fan's perspective of the NBA. Whereas on the NFL, because I played, I can get a little bit more down and dirty. So, from the outside looking in, I can look at Nick Nurse and say he's a good coach. You got to give him props because he won a friggin' NBA title in Toronto. And I can hope for the best that he'll bring some of that love back here to Philadelphia. So we'll see what happens. It all depends on what JoJo and Harden are going to do. I think they were right in not trading Maxey. Unless it would have been for somebody like Dame Lillard or something like that. But if they don't want to give up Maxey, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But let me see. Whew. Let's get to the list, man. Number 15, Fred Warner. Number 14, Trent Williams. 13 is Devontae Adams. 12 is Josh Jacobs. 11 is Aaron Donald. 10 is Chris Jones. 9 is Micah Parsons. 8 is Josh Allen. Number 7 is Tyreek Hill. 6 is Joe Burrow. 5 is Travis Kelce. 4 is Nick Bosa. 3, Jalen Hurts. 2, Justin Jefferson. And number 1, no surprise, Patrick Mahomes. So, well, it is what it is. And I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. I thought a couple of them would be lower or higher. You know, Devontae Adams, I think he's good where he is. Trent Williams maybe could be a little bit higher. I actually would switch Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams, but Josh Jacobs was number 1 rusher in the NFL, so I'm good with them leaving him where he is. Aaron Donald, okay. Chris Jones, okay. I would put Chris Jones over Micah Parsons, but I ain't really mad at that. Micah Parsons is a baller, even though he played for the Cowboys. Got to call it like you see it. Josh Allen, he deserves to be on this list. Maybe not number 8. I don't think Joe Burrow should be number 6. And I will preface that by saying I'm a Joe Burrow fan. So, because I'm from Cincinnati. So, I'm going to show love for my Bengals. I bleed green, but I was born in the jungle. Don't get it twisted. Tyreek Hill, okay. Joe, like I said, you know what? I would flip-flop. I would put Chris Jones up to number 8. And Burrow, I would flip-flop Tyreek Hill and Joe Burrow. And then drop them down a bit. So Joe Burrow should be 7 and Tyreek Hill should be 8. Chris Jones should be like 7 or 6 maybe. In my opinion. But, it is what it is. Travis Kelce is where he needs to be. I would drop Nick Bosa. I wouldn't put him at 4. I would be okay with Travis Kelce being at 4, to be honest with you. Or I would put, arguably, you could put Travis Kelce over Jalen. I wouldn't be mad at that. That would make sense to me. But I think Jalen is where he needs to be. I would drop Nick Bosa down a tick. But Nick Bosa will be in that top 5. Matter of fact, I would put Chris Jones should be up there closer to Bosa, to be honest with you. I don't know, but this is voted on by the players. The one thing the players watch tape, so you gotta give them their props for that. But yeah, the player, and then like I said, this is important because the players voted on this. Who's the biggest threat to the Eagles besides the Minnesota Vikings? Oh, that's easy, man. Cowboys and the 49ers. Cowboys and the 49ers. Those are the biggest, I guess, threats. Cowboys is always a good game. Crazy things happen when we play the Cowboys. When we play the Cowboys, when we play the Giants, stupid stuff happens all the time. But right now, I would say Cowboys and the 49ers. The 49ers got the history. Although, I'm not sure if the 49ers are going to be as good as they think they are. the smartest coach on the team is gone, and you got a quarterback issue. Brock Purdy's going to start, but based on everything that I'm listening to, and I'm listening to about 4 different podcasts. Now, these are people, every one of these podcasts that I listen to from San Francisco, these are people that are at practice every day. And they are broadcasting on site. So as soon as practice is over and the team is lining up to break it down or the coach give his final thoughts, they are on their way to the parking lot, and this one guy, he is filming as he's walking off the field. So they are giving their opinions about the 49ers in real time. And I have never seen such a wide variety of opinions on the same thing in my life. One day, Brock Purdy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then somebody who have watched the same practice will have a totally different opinion. And then another guy will have a different opinion somewhere in the middle. And then another guy will go far one side or the other, for or against. And it has just been weird, man. It has just been weird. And it seems to me, and again, I'm watching people that watch practice every day. Not fans. These guys go to practice and then they do their thing, on YouTube. So, and these are 49er fans. So I'm expecting them to keep it real with me, keep it 100. So it has been very interesting from that standpoint. And it is not that dissimilar to what we were going through when Jalen Hurts was going into his second year. When they made the switch, when they decided to bench Wentz, and then we finished the year, and then Jalen Hurts was coming back, the sentiments were that the Eagles were going to have to draft another quarterback because Jalen Hurts just couldn't get it done. So props to Howie for seeing whatever it is they saw. And they were right for it. So they drew the right straw. But I don't know. Based on what the stuff that I'm hearing from San Francisco, all you got to do is slow down Brock Purdy's short to middle passes. If you can kind of slow that down or shut that down, where he can't dink and dunk you all day and he's got to throw mid to long, that's his weak point. He doesn't have a very strong arm. And that arm is coming off of a major injury. And he hasn't, in my opinion, and this is something that you're not going to see until you get into the season, he's not over the mental aspect of it yet. Mental aspect of it meaning you hurt your shoulder like that or your elbow like that. The minute you're in a game, going 100% in a real game situation, and you cock back to throw and somebody comes at that elbow, what do you do? What does your body do? Does it wince? Because it hasn't been through full tilt, full go, full contact practice yet. And they're not going to do that in camp. They're not going to do that. So he's got to get over that mental hurdle. And you're not going to do that in preseason. You're not going to do that in, group workouts, team workouts when you go travel and scrimmage another team and practice with another team. You're not going to see it like that either. Only in a real game are you going to see that. So I'm very interested. And what do you think teams are going to do when they play the 49ers? They are coming after that arm. Rest assured. They're going to test them. Rightfully so. Just like they're going to test Jalen Hurts. Teams have had a whole year, whole offseason, to figure out how to stop the RPO. I've talked about this in some of my other videos. The best way a defense can stop the RPO is hit the quarterback. If you're going to run the RPO, you give up the run. And you smash the quarterback. Because whether he's giving up the ball or not, a team does not want their quarterback to take hits. Period. So if you're a defensive edge defensive end coming off that edge, and you see the RPO, hit the quarterback, whether he gives the ball off or not. If he doesn't, you got a sack. If he does, you hit the quarterback. You made the wrong decision for the tackle, but the quarterback still takes the punishment. And if defense can do that and not get the penalties and all of that kind of stuff, that's how you're going to stop the RPOs, because you can't let your QB take that type of damage. You just can't do it. So, which leads me into, you need to be, um, dealing with running a true run game. You know what I'm saying? A true run game. How do you? What is the? All right, hold on. I'm trying to get my phone right here. What in the world is this? Lord have mercy. All right, let's do this. Share. See if we can get anybody else in here. Anybody else watching? I don't know. I guess I should advertise this because I think this is going to turn into my new podcast. Because I do my regular A2D show on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. on A2D Radio. Just YouTube search A2D Radio. You'll find me. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. This week, my guest is William Thomas, famous linebacker for the Eagles, member of the 2020 Club. He will be joining me this week. So hopefully you can jump in and join me for that. I didn't even do this. Let me see. Let me see. Go that live and let me do. Let me see. I am live. See if anybody want to come on. Post that, and I'm gonna do one more because I don't feel like taking too long with this. Group. Let me see. Very impromptu. I am live. Paste. Post. All right. Chat rate. Nobody in chat. We got 2 viewers popped in. So yeah. It is what it is. So I tell you what, though. Once again, I got to give props to Philly. Y'all showed up and showed out last night. That live practice. Everybody and their mama was online trying to find a decent stream. Shout out to King DV, who, for all intent and purposes, had the best stream going. Even though it was in portrait mode instead of landscape mode, it was the clearest stream that people could see, and everybody just gravitated for it. I sent him a message. His analytics had to be through the roof, just off the charts. But, 50K at practice, that's crazy, man. That was crazy. And when Jalen Hurts came out the tunnel, I was like, yeah, now y'all feeling it. Now y'all feeling it big time. But that was cool, man. And just a regular practice. But that was a lot of people brought their kids there. That was the perfect football experience, Eagle experience for a first timer, for a kid. That was perfect. It wasn't jam packed, even though 50,000 is a lot of people, but a stadium like that, and you can get the feeling and the excitement of it. That was if you were there down at the link for your first time, that would have been the perfect experience. I'm gonna be at the alumni game. They call it the homecoming game against who do we play? Is it the Browns? Yeah, I think it is. Let me see. I think it is the Browns. Where are the Eagles at? Yep. Schedule. Cleveland Browns. Thursday the 17th. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. at the link. I will be a part of the alumni ceremonies. Basically, before the game, we all get on the field. They announce us all. We get to raise our hand. Everybody claps for us. Get to see your face on the Jumbotron. That's always fun. But just to be with a lot of the guys I talked to, again, my buddy Willie T. I think he's going to be there. Ike Reese. Um, Hopefully, I'll see Vi. I haven't seen Vi in a while. I got to reach out to him, try to get him on the podcast. Um, don't know if Baldy was here. Baldy was there last night, so I doubt Baldy will be in town. He'll be traveling. But yeah, all the guys that I played with, Seth. I'm sure there's probably people coming in town. Matter of fact, I got to call my boy Jason Dunn. Jason Dunn is more with the Chiefs now, but he still comes to the alumni events here at the link. So last time I saw him was like the last one I went to before COVID hit. So hopefully he'll have to reach out to him to see if he's gonna come down. So that'll be cool. Always good to see my people, especially like people like Jason, Diallo Burks, guys that play with the Eagles that are from Eastern Kentucky. Jesse Small. I don't know the last time Jesse Small was up here, but the Eagles got a pretty good legacy from Eastern Kentucky. We got like 4 or 5 players from EKU that came through here. So, EKU and Colonels are representing strong. So, anybody else in the chat? No, not right now. But it's all good. Um, Pull out my notes here. Oh, our new linebackers. Very nice. The question is I saw what Big Seal said, and it was like he went kind of overboard in my opinion. I like watching Big Seals because he keeps it real. I believe he goes overboard on some things. Some things kind of shock value, others, but I mean he knows his stuff. So, but his comments on the whole linebacker thing, I thought that was a little bit overblown. To me, that's the same situation like Linville Joseph and Dominican Sue last year. We signed them. There was a need, and those were two quality veteran free agents that were available, and how we pulled the deal. This is no different, except it's just happening earlier. That's it. We just did it from the onset rather than wait until 6, 7 games into the season or whenever it was after we played, or the week before we played the Colts. And they made an immediate impact. So, I'm looking at Howie Roseman kind of like, Tony Stark. Tony Stark always learns from his mistakes. So why wait until the season's, we don't have to wait 4 or 5 games into the season to realize, hey, our linebackers aren't very good in run defense or whatever the situation is. Address it now. Now they got a lot of camp to go. You got 4 preseason games. They didn't have to. They played it smart. They don't have to go through the rigmarole of camp. And you get right in and right off the bat, you're going into preseason games, real games, real collisions, full speed, so you can really see what you got. Then these guys are veterans. Miles Jack, he was at Jacksonville and he was at Pittsburgh. He was a captain in Jacksonville, and he balled for 4 years in Jacks. So don't get it twisted. He can play. Not sure what really happened in Pittsburgh. Maybe, I don't know. But he played quality minutes for Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. So it's not like he was a bad player. So we got him now. So, but he was a baller in Jacksonville. And the fact that he was a captain, the personality is right. The leadership skills are right. So that looks good on us. What's the other guy? Zach Cunningham. Zach Cunningham is another one. He's a player. He can fly around and get to the ball, but he was hurt last year. He was on IR last year. So I'll reserve judgment on that, but I don't think, like Sil said, I don't think it was an indictment or anything on Howie Roseman. I think he was comfortable with N'Kobe Dean and Moreau. Moreau's kind of been iffy in camp. He hasn't really done anything to stand out, I guess. And maybe people are down on that, but you never know until the season starts. Y'all know my dark horse. Christian Ellis is going to ball this year. You just wait and see. Unless he gets hurt, I think N'Kobe Dean is going to ball this year. Because it was just, bad timing that N'Kobe Dean gets dinged up in practice. And all of a sudden we got two new linebackers on the roster. So that was either a heavy coincidence or N'Kobe Dean might be a little bit more banged up than they're letting on. So we'll see. If N'Kobe Dean doesn't play in the preseason, that's going to be the thought. But you can't even say that because I don't see the Eagles playing a lot of starters in the preseason. The only starters I can see playing, getting minutes, maybe Reed Blankenship, definitely Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, all of the draft picks. And maybe not even that much for Reed Blankenship. He's an established starter now. So I don't know. But it is, makes you raise your eyebrow because now we got two more linebackers on the roster. And then N'Kobe Dean got hurt. So I'm hoping that's not the case because I'm expecting big things from N'Kobe Dean. I think we lucked out with him and the BS about him getting hurt right at the combine or whatever it was. Slid right to us. You already know Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. I think Nolan Smith is going to be that dude, though. You're going to have Nolan Smith and Hassan Reddick on the field at the same time. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a big problem. So, it should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. So, what time is it? I've been going for about a half hour. This is fun. But, let me see. I had some notes on this. Don't want to get into golf now. I'm gonna stick it with Eagles. I am gonna put a video together about Bryce DeChambeau. If y'all out there and y'all play golf, watch golf, follow golf, this Joker just shot a 58 on a round. That is ridiculous. The best round before then has only been 59. So that means basically he birdied almost every hole. Crazy. I think he bogeyed one hole and birdied all the other ones. I think he birdied or parred 16 out of 18. And then he got one bogey. So he killed it. And I don't care if it was Live Tour or not. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into that. We're gonna stick with the Eagles. I'm gonna have another video about DeChambeau, so because you can't. That's legendary right there. Definitely legendary. Looking at my notes. Hold tight. Oh, Kayvon Wallace, and Josh Jobe. Two defensive backs that nobody thought would be doing what they're doing. Now, they give us some serious depth in the secondary. We didn't have that last year, and we've got it now. So think about it. You got Slay, Bradbury, Blankenship, Sidney Brown, Edmonds, Josh Jobe, Kayvon Wallace, Avante Maddox. Maddox is starting. We are solid in our secondary, in my opinion. I think eventually Sidney Brown is going to be, if he's not starting, he's going to be in a situation where he's playing anywhere between 30 to 40% of the snaps, the defensive snaps, depending on the package. So I think they're going to move on, around a lot. But I think they're going to find a way to get Sidney Brown in the game. He's doing too much. He's another one that should not have gone as low as he went. And that was our boon. Benefit to us. Benefit to how we doing his homework and recognizing what's available. Like, Sidney Brown, N'Kobe Dean, Nolan Smith, all them boys, Keely Ringo, all y'all need to get together and go bowling. Because there's no reason why y'all should have dropped drop that far, and props to Howie Roseman for scooping them all up. So I don't know what type of information they're getting at these combine camps, but good for us. Good for us. But I'll be interested to see how many jokes they make next year at the combine about the Eagles looking at Georgia players or Alabama players, because you know that's going to be a running theme, and that's going to come back into play next year, and that's okay. That's okay. We'll be the butt of those jokes if we keep getting draft picks like that. Shh. Keep doing your thing, Howie Roseman. I call Howie the Wizard of Philadelphia. So, um, Snapple Kiwi. Snapple, hit me up. I need a sponsor. But in any case, we good, man. We are good. Our secondary is going to surprise some people. I did not think we were going to be in this situation losing C.J. Gardner Johnson, but people forget how good Avonte Maddox was playing before he got hurt in that Dallas game. That Dallas game, he was wrecking shop until he, what did he, like lacerate his liver or spleen or something goofy like that. Like, it was something crazy. But he was balling. He was balling. And it hurt when he got injured because Josiah Scott was his replacement and he was not ready. He was not ready at all. Picked up, he got better. Josiah Scott got better in the beginning, but we used to call it the Josiah Scott experience. His first couple games were brutal. There had to be some hellacious film sessions, but he got better towards the end. But you could definitely see how much we missed Devontae Maddox. Slay. C.J. Gardner Johnson had 6 picks. Slay should have had 6. I wish. I'm sure somebody does. How many picks did we drop last year? How many picks did our defense drop last year? It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. If you think about that, you think about the amount of picks that we dropped. You think about the fact that Jonathan Gannon didn't put Hassan Reddick on the edge until game freaking 5. Before he put him on the edge and let him stay there. Stupid Gannon. Like, we had a great defense last year, but we should have had an all-time defense. Wasted opportunity. As good as we were, we still wasted an opportunity. And then everything that, I still hate thinking about that Super Bowl, but everything that happened in that Super Bowl, that was rough. That was rough, man. To be that good and then have it go down like that, I was like, ugh. Wasn't happy about that. But it was cool though, man. It is what it is. Who's texting me? Just to be clear. Yeah. So we ready, man. I'm ready to watch some hitting. I'm really looking forward to this alumni game. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to try to live stream from the game because I know the game is going to be televised on Thursday. I'm going to figure out something to do. I'm going to try to get in the crowd a little bit, have some fun. So we'll figure out if anybody's got any ideas, hit me up on my Facebook page or my Facebook group, Pro Fan Talk. And we're going to start doing some things. I think I'm going to do another live stream tomorrow night. I want to make this a regular thing where I go live and I'm streaming live Tuesday nights, like late Tuesday. So this was just impromptu because I saw the thing, Jalen Hurts making the top 15. So I figured I'd speak on that. But you know it's going to be, people are going to be going nuts tomorrow because now the thing is going to be all right, Jalen finally made the top 5 in somebody's list. And people will be like, well, Philadelphia still ain't going to be happy. They're going to be complaining about something else. And again, I'll reiterate my stance. Like, don't get caught up in the rankings, good or bad. They don't matter. They don't matter. I will give this one credence because this is voted by players. This is not an opinion piece by media heads that don't watch tape. So I'm not, don't get caught up in all of that. Because I encourage anybody, if you can find a way to watch game film, get your hands on some all 22, whatever you got to do, learn how to watch tape. Learn how to watch tape. You'll be so much better for it. Because most of these people, most of these media heads do not watch tape, and it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Now, and I don't know everything about defenses and stuff like that. But you know what? I'll listen to Barrett Brooks. I'll listen to Baldy. I'll listen to Cosell. Listen to people that know what they're talking about when it comes to breaking down tape. Everything you want to know about defenses and stuff like that, you can find online so you can recognize them, and then you go from there. Hell, they'll even tell you, Madden is, even if you don't play Madden, you can still recognize the defenses because Madden does the defenses. So, watch some tape, man. Definitely watch some tape. So, let me get out of here, man. That was fun. I've been going on for about 45 minutes, I think. So, one of these days, I'm going to do like a real long stream. I'm going to try to go like 2 hours or something like that. Hope my wife don't kill me. But this was fun. I just wanted to get on rather than trying to put a video out real quick. Talking about the top 15 and editing and all of that kind of stuff. I was like, I don't feel like doing that. So let me just go live and talk about it. Mike Sports Vibes, I appreciate you jumping on if you're still in there, bro. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. 6 viewers, whatever, and then people will watch it after the fact. So I appreciate it, man. I'm still growing. And we're going to do this again. And if anybody wants to jump on, if you want to talk football, let me know. We can make something happen. I'm always about if somebody got a podcast you want me to jump on, hit me up. Let's make it happen. So I appreciate y'all jumping in on me. While I go off the top of the dome for about an hour. But I'm going to get off. I think I might get me another one of these Snapples before I go to bed. See if I can get me a sponsorship. And some free cases of Snapple, but it's all good. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep checking. Again, don't forget, this Thursday, 7 p.m. on A2D Radio on YouTube, my show, Pro Fan Talk. My guest, my buddy, my man's, Willie T. Willie T is one of my best friends. He was the best man at my wedding. Willie T is one of them dudes. When I first made the squad with the Eagles, he was that dude that I kind of first bonded with. And we've been friends ever since. So he'll be my guest on Thursday. Always going to have some fun. He's going to be an NFL ref very soon. If not this year, probably next year, hopefully. So he'll be on. It'll be fun talking to him. And I got some other people coming that I'm efforting. I ain't going to put it out there in the ethos until I get it confirmed. All right? So I will see you guys. Keep checking my channel. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I will see you in the next play. Peace.